The second one is Ralph, after the Ralph Wiggum Simpsons character. This is a guy who's not terribly intelligent, but he just has a famous saying of, I'm helping, I'm helpful. And the way that this has been described by some people is, just feeding a prompt over and over to an LLM until it gets it right, or bashing your head against the wall until it works. There's a little bit of a brute force element here through just sheer iteration. So the beauty is in how it's designed and how it's orchestrated. There's an external orchestration. There's a loop that's essentially like a bash script, and it goes through and it kind of picks up a structured spec that has priorities and has a description that is decomposed of the different tasks that need to be done, and a way to verify that they are correct. So there's a little bit of test-driven development, so to speak, where there's a verifiable way to say, hey, this quote unquote works. So by doing that, you can have an unequivocal record of whether something is done or not. And every iteration, you get a fresh context, and you just work on one task, and you work on it until it's done, and then you mark it as done, and you exit. And then you enter the loop again with fresh context to work on one task. So this is in stark contrast to one-shotting big, powerful model, a spec, and saying, implement it all. Where some harnesses that are better than others. I've been definitely championing Factory Droid and Open Hands as two of the most powerful long horizon agent harnesses, where you can get more traction than Windsurf or Cursor or various IDEs for passing it a multi-page spec and just having it implement it end to end. This inverts the paradigm a little bit. Instead of saying, oh gosh, implement it all, do it all, it says pick one thing and do it, and then just repeat, pick one thing and do it, pick one thing and do it. So the amazing thing here is not only do you not blow out your context and maybe have to deal with imperfect compaction or condensation processes to compress your context, but you kind of have a structured approach to limit your scope and do one thing at a time. And people have reported running this for a couple of hours, for 8 hours, for 20 hours. So this thing just runs autonomously for hours to days at a time. And, will obviously burn through insane amounts of tokens, but will get things done. And, by having a good process to verify, it's a powerful tool. This is the one that Skills has been around for a while. Some people are just kind of learning about it or starting to adopt it. This has become viral. This was a blog post about 7 months ago or so, but over the last couple of weeks has started to become viral. The third thing is a little bit ahead of the curve. Not a lot of people have heard of Open Prose.
Did you like that clip? Well, check out the full episode. Leonardo and I put Open Prose through its paces. We check out Ralph Wiggum and the Ralph Loop, all sorts of great discussion related to AI coding, different models, different agents, different harnesses. Check it out. The link is in the description. Also, please join our Discord community. We've got great content, great discussions, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.